Hey Internet! So I'm here today to post a video and talk about how to tell the differences between a real Anastasia Beverly Hills glow kit and a fake one. So a while back, I purchased an Anastasia Beverly Hills glow kit off Mercari from a separate seller that claimed that the Anastasia Beverly Hills glow kit that she was selling was genuine and authentic and 100% real and completely promised it. But she was only selling it for $20. So gullible me, beauty rule 101, never purchase something from a separate seller, especially if it's discounted 50%. So gullible me went and purchased it thinking it was real, and in her pictures, it was your typical picture from the internet. So when it actually arrived and I used it, it was kind of weird. I definitely felt like it wasn't quite real, and I was questioning it a lot, so I did my research, went ahead recently and purchased the real Anastasia Beverly Hills glow kit, and that's when I noticed the differences. And I'm so glad I went ahead and spent the $40 on a real one. So let's go ahead and get to it. So the outside it's pretty obvious on the outside how to tell the difference between the real and the fake. But of course, if you don't own the real one and you only own a fake one, it can be pretty easy to get it mixed up. And especially if you have the older design, which the older design had this logo right here, and the newer design doesn't have it. But some obvious ways is that it's pretty obvious to tell that the real glow kit is a lot darker than the fake one, and of course that logo isn't there. And right here, written in Beverly Hills, is written in cursive. Also, another way to really tell the difference is that the real glow kit, as you can kind of see here, is kind of indented, and there's some texture when you touch it. And in the fake one, as you can see when the light goes across it, it's completely flat. There's no texture whatsoever when you touch it. Now moving on to the back. Looking between the real one and the fake one, they look pretty close. However, the new design, the back looks quite different in the writing. But the new one is a lot darker, a lot bolder, a lot easier to read. And also the word glow kit, I believe it says, I don't know, it's written in another language, but they're both written in a completely different language, I believe. This is just my guess. I don't speak whatever this is written in. So in the real glow kit, you have this sentence right here. And in the fake one, it just says that. I'm not sure what they quite say, but to me, that's an obvious sign that they look different. And also looking more closely, in the real glow kit, the bronzed is a lot lighter, and the moonstone is a lot pinker, and here's the differences. But also, if you look at the fake one, the tourmaline is a lot pinker. I'll let you take a look at that so you can spot the differences. To me, the bronzed is the biggest noticeable difference between the real and the fake. Now, both of them say cruelty-free. Both of them have the distributor on it. Looks pretty similar, besides some minor differences. Now, to look inside, that's when, if you have both the real and the fake one, you can immediately tell the differences. Based on color, there's not much difference, but on texture, there's a huge difference. Now, you notice the real one is super smooth. This is brand new, so I haven't used it much, but it just goes on like butter, like velvet. And with the fake one, as you can see here, it bubbles up quite funny. And I've tried using this palette a lot back when I thought it was authentic, and it has this rough, bubbly texture. It doesn't go on smooth. When you rub it against your fingers, it doesn't go on at all. And now some other differences to tell is if you look closely, You can hardly tell, but if you look between the two tourmalines, the little thumbprint that you can bring it out, the real one is slanted slightly higher. Let you see that. Now, like I said again, if you have the fake one or if you have a real one, it can be really hard to spot the differences unless you have both side by side. And now also, if you look at the inside, the words such bronze, summer, moonstone, all of those words in the real one are a lot darker and more bold. So you can see it's more of a dark brownish red. But if you look at the fake one, the letters aren't as bold and it's more brighter red. Now I'll hold these side by side so you can tell the difference. And also, if you were to pull these out, I'll pull out the real tourmaline and I'll pull out the fake one for you guys to see. Now, pulling these out, it's kind of hard to tell. Of course, they changed their designs, so whoever's making the fake one can obviously re-replicate it to make it look even more similar, but if you look at the real versus the fake one, the real one just looks nicer, shinier, the sticker's more centered, and then the fake one is just kind of not as bold, not as shiny. They just slapped it on there. Now, another way to tell, it can be kind of difficult to tell, but when you pop these ones out in the real one, let me get it out here. Now, if you hear this, that's what a real one should sound like when you pull it out. And now the fake ones, they're kind of wedged in there. It's kind of hard to get it out. But with the real ones, the fake ones, there's no snap, and I kind of have to push it back in there so it doesn't fall out. And also looking more closely at the colors, especially summer. The biggest difference that I noticed when I opened this was bronzed and summer. So the color bronze, let me go ahead and pull these out. It'll be easier for you guys to see. The difference between the real bronzed and the fake bronzed is quite noticeable in my opinion. So here's the real one, and here's the fake one. You can see the two different colors. The fake one is a lot lighter and bubbled up and just more orangey. And also the summer color. The summer and the fake one is a lot pinker than the real one. And again, the fake one bubbles up really bad. So here's the real one, nice and smooth, brand new. And here is the fake one. Tried to use it, bubbles up, doesn't like to go on very well, and it's a lot pinker. Now, those are some pretty main noticeable differences. Of course, the tourmaline, I'm not sure how you pronounce it, is a lot shinier in the real one, but the moonstone looks pretty similar in both, in my opinion. Now, when you're shopping, of course, if you're shopping online outside of Sephora or Anastasia Beverly Hills or Ulta, you can't really spot the differences, but of course, if you're shopping from one of those stores, it has to be authentic. But if you're shopping on eBay, Mercari, places like that where there's separate sellers that claim that they're selling 100% authentic product, it can be kind of hard to spot the differences through pictures. And you don't really notice them until you actually get the product at your door and you can just, your gut just tells you that it's not real. So some things to watch out for is watch out for buying these types of products from different sellers. Watch out for discounted prices, especially if the price is 50% less than the real product. Be careful because a lot of times they'll claim that they're real and authentic, but it's just a scam. But yeah, these are Just the noticeable differences that I can tell. Obviously, the newer design is a lot more noticeably different than the fake. But if you have the real glow kit from the old design, it'll look a lot like this. Now, I definitely regret buying the fake one. However, I feel like it's a good learning lesson. And if you ever feel like you might have a fake product, go ahead and purchase the real one and check it out for yourself and spot the differences. And if you notice pretty good differences, take a video like this, upload it. It'll help a lot of beauty freaks like myself. So I hope this video was helpful for you guys. Sorry I'm really fidgety and stuttering a lot. This is my first video, but I really hope that it's helpful for you guys. And I hope you guys don't fall into that fake beauty trap like I did. Bye guys.